Hi there, kiddos. Now, we've finished with all of our sight words, but I wanted to go over a few different things that you could do for the remainder of the school year and then even during the summer that'll help keep those sight words nice and fresh in your brain. All right, so let's take a look at a few suggestions that I have. So one idea for practicing your sight words is you could take the practice sheet that was provided when we started this distance learning. Your parents should have a copy of this, and if you need another one, I can always send one to you. But you could print this, and you can just test yourself. I, like, the, and, see, we, a, to, come, me, and go through the whole chart and see how many you know. And the better you get at it, the faster you'll get at it, and it'll keep those nice and fresh in your brain. Another idea for practicing your sight words, a little bit like the chart, is making flashcards. These are called 3x5 index cards, and you can get them at CVS or at Target, or I even saw them at the dollar store today. And what you can do, or have a parent, is take your sight word list and write one sight word on every card. So then you can test yourself like that. I, like, the, and, see, we. You get the idea. That's a great way, and you can mix them up too, and that makes it even more challenging. Another way that you can practice your sight words is to make some sight word puzzles. So you could make your card that has the sight words on it, and then on another card you can write your sight word again and cut it up like puzzle pieces. Here's an example. I have the word like. I'm going to spell that with my puzzle pieces. L I K E. And you build your sight words. Of course, another good way that you can practice your sight words is to do the activities that we were doing for distance learning again. You have all of the practice word sheets. You could redo them, have your parents print them out and do them over again. It's good handwriting practice. And you could do the sentence practice with your sight words again too. So one other way that you can practice your sight words is to make yourself a finding sight word book. I wouldn't recommend putting all 40 sight words together. That might be a lot, but you might choose a few to put together and make your own little books. You could even decide to take like our chart and do books of each row. So see here I have I, like, the, and see. You could do that. So I have I, like, the, and see. And then what you could do is you go through and ask your mom if they have any magazines or old newspapers, and you could even maybe some books that you wanted to get rid of that maybe your parents would be okay with you cutting up. Make sure you ask first. Don't go ahead and start cutting up things that you haven't gotten permission for. But you can go through and start finding your words. So I went through this magazine and I found the word the. So what you can do is once you find that word, you can just cut it out like so. There, I've cut out my little word. I'm going to put my magazine aside. And I'm going to find my the page. I like the. And I'm just going to give it a little glue on the page. Let's see if it's going to work for me. A little glue on the page. And stick it right on there. And then you can start your very own sight word collection. I hope you have fun with these ideas. Another good way to practice your sight words is to look for them in the books that you read with your families. You might choose one sight word to look for, or maybe a couple sight words to look for. Like if I wanted to be looking for the word I, look, it's right there. And I know that that word is all the way through this book. Now I actually did something really fun with this book, and I found a page that has a bunch of our sight words on it. What I used, this is called highlighter tape. Can you see that? So it actually comes right off, but I covered up the words with highlighter tape. This page on this book has our words I, be, your, I, your again, B again, A, for, a, like, me, I, the, and. It has so many of our sight words all just on one page. So that's another fun way that you can practice your sight words. So another thing you can do is you can take your flashcards and you can actually make your sight words into like a memory game. One of our parents actually suggested doing this. So you can take your flashcards that you've done with all your sight words and you can lay them out on a table or on the floor or have a family member do it for you. I can't show a whole bunch here because my screen's not very big. Then you can test yourself. Like, the, see, and. If you wanted to play this game with a family member, maybe a brother or sister or even a parent, and when you get the card right, you can keep it. Have fun with that one.